Hi, welcome back to Homestead to Health. My name is Caitlin, and today I want to talk to you about what I've been up to for the past 48 hours. I also want to touch on a few things that are coming up that I will be doing, so let's go take a look.
That's me! My cannonball!
Can you swing by yourself?
Yeah.
Go ahead, show me. That was a good try. Who are you dressed like?
Me?
Yeah, who are you?
Stuffins!
Dot McStuffins?
Yeah, I'm a dress about stuffins.
Wow. Can you go show sister how to swing? Okay, good. Okay. I'm gonna try my hardest not to get attacked by a wasp. Ah! Just kidding, I'm brave. No, I'm not. Okay. Alright, I'm nervous. Oh, there's two. Yay. Neat. Ah, frick. No. Okay. Alright. So, I'm not gonna be in here long because I'm terrified, but, nope. Heck it. No. I'm just gonna stay safely behind the camera. These are strawberries. I don't know if you caught my last vlog, but the other day I was trying to use an electric tiller pretty briefly, but I took all the power cords somewhere entirely different, and we had a cold front come through, or a cold snap, and it was just enough to kill like 60% of my plants. And so here you can see I have lots and lots of things started. It's a little bit over here too. That was such a huge hit to me. I had quite a few plants in here that were already doing so well. I have a chicken brooder light in here just because I don't feel like I'm super safe to put a little heater on an extension cord. But I have the brooder light in here, and on days that it's been below freezing, it was just enough warmth to keep everything going through. But if you caught my last vlog and you saw that I had to use all those extension cords, and it just so happened on that one night that it froze, you would know that I'm a sad, sad little girl. No, no. I mean, you can choose to be sad over things like that, and I was sad for like 10 minutes, but, or you could just choose to, quickly, lace up your boots and do it again. And that's what I did. I came in here, and yesterday the girls and I, all we did was plant seeds, and we planted quite a bit. I'm going to put the number here. Bloop. That's about the number of plants that I have started. You have to factor in germination percentage, and also factor in like mistakes. Like there was a couple of them that I had put the seeds on top and then watered them without pushing them into the soil, so they dispersed. So who knows about those. I'm excited to see just exactly what I get to bring out of my greenhouse this year. On that note though, let's go to the chicken coop. Isn't this so awesome? I am obsessed with this color. This, I would say, is like a purpley blue, but I think it's so dope. So the reason I painted the chicken coop, if you don't know, is that this was just raw plywood and 2x4s. Adding paint to the chicken coop is going to make it more weather resistant so that the wood doesn't rot as quickly. But also just how beautiful it is. I do have plans to come through though. I've got a couple of things that I've collected, and I'm pretty craftsy, and I'm going to come through and I'm going to add a little bit more bling to the front of it later just to make it that much prettier. But overall, I'm in love. Now I do have a couple of things to note. As of today, I've only done the front and the left side of the chicken coop, but I will be finishing. She's decided she's a witch today. But I will be doing the back and the other side. I just gotta delegate my time. I've got 2 small kids I gotta chase after and a whole farm to run. But today I did the front and the side of it, and I couldn't be happier. I want to show you what it looks like on the inside. I've been busy on the inside too. So this was an old bathroom shelf, I believe, that I found in the barn. I did have this grand plan to use 2x4s and Home Depot buckets as nesting boxes, but what is better than free and basically done for you? Look at that. Now, I did modify it in some places. I zip tied it to the actual support beams here and a little bit on the back fencing because there's an inner fence line here. That's how I did it. If I haven't expressed my love of zip ties to you yet, I have not done a good job of clarifying who I am as a person. I love zip ties. But I added a little bit of repurposed fencing here just to kind of keep the hay in there better. These are the milk crates that I was using, that the chickens were using in here. I just tipped them on their side on top of one of the shelves, and I added the little fencing bit here to keep the hay in. And I found these little bits of shelf, these little white parts, if you can see them. I found them in the barn as well, and I put them on there, and I put a little bit of support. I gotta put that back down. But I think this is gonna work out. I think that they're gonna enjoy jumping up here, and yeah. Whenever I'm adapting my chickens to something new, I do like to leave them in the coop a little longer in the day than I normally would. I don't know why, but to me that just helps them to learn what their new sense of normal is. Whenever I enclosed the chicken run to make this big chicken coop, I had to leave them in here almost for 24 hours just to let their little internal GPS register with reality that this was still home for them. But I mean, I didn't do much as far as building something crazy, but with creativity and ingenuity and a little pinch of repurposing, I think I've built a pretty successful nesting area, and I can't wait to see if I have eggs tomorrow right here. Yeah, go ahead. I love my animals so much, and being able to hang out with them really does make my day so much better. Today I showed them love by clipping the hooves of my adult goats, and which honestly they're not a fan of. They don't like it, and they really needed it today, and so that was kind of tiring. But tomorrow I'm going to be doing the kids' hooves. Speaking of my kids, I have got to figure out, well, my goat kids, I have to figure out a way to isolate them from their dam. At least the one that's going to end up being a breeder later. The smaller one, Wilbur, he's going to probably be castrated and either kept as a wether or eaten later. We really haven't decided on that yet. But yeah, so that's what's new in goat world. Earlier I tried to put them in with Murdoch, and he's in the pen that was supposed to be the pig pen. Figuring out that they were too small to be in that pen and that they could fit through the grates was way less dramatic than figuring out that pigs could fit through the grates, take off, and suddenly your $80 is gone. I'm not bitter at all. Today though, for the pigs, what's new in Pigland is that they got their dewormer today. Nothing really new on the pig front. We're going to keep it as it is. It's working for us right now. Eventually I am going to have to train the piglets to electric wire so that whenever I decide to use electric wire to build a larger area for them to roam and root around and stuff, they'll respect the wire. Relevant to that though, Purdy, she's our Great Pyrenees puppy. One, she's a garbage monster. I mean, aluminum cans, any kind of trash, like she'll find it and then she'll crunch it up and she'll spread it all over the place in the yard. I think it's because she's bored, but we've given her toys specifically for puppies and dogs, and she just loves the garbage. But we're gonna have, so she's creating work for me, and I'm gonna have to go through this week and pick up a bunch of trash. But I'm also contemplating getting her one of those, because our property is not entirely fenced in, and I don't trust that she wouldn't run off. But I'm thinking about getting one of those like perimeter collars. I'm not really sure how they work. I'm not sure how reliable they are. If you have any information on that you think that would be helpful to me, please comment below. Let me know about it. But because I don't like her being on the lead, and I don't like how antisocial she is way over there out of the way. I would like to see her running around more in the yard and being up close with us and learning manners that way. So we have a lot of projects coming up within the next month pertaining particularly to chickens. We're going to have to build a chicken yard for our chicken coop, just because as much as I love seeing my chickens free ranging and coming up to the back steps for scraps and things like that, as much as I love that, I'm going to love my garden just a little bit more than that. And so I don't want them to be scratching my plants, eating up my plants or anything like that. So we're going to create a yard for the chickens that'll be a place for them just to safely hang out during the day and scratch the ground and whatnot. Also, a positive, whenever we took down the wire off of the chicken run, we were able to save so much fencing that I'm pretty sure for next to nothing, we're going to be building some chicken tractors and rabbit tractors here within the next couple of weeks. If you don't know what a chicken tractor is or a rabbit tractor, they're essentially portable cages that you can move them around so that they will have access to fresh grass every day. So I'm really excited because that means that we get to order meat birds. We're ordering meat chickens next month. My family, we eat one whole chicken a week. Typically we'll have one whole chicken and then we'll pick the meat off of it, and then the next day or two we'll have like a casserole or a soup that follows it. But what that tells me is I know that I need at least 52 chickens. Instead of raising 52 meat birds at once though, we're going to break that up into 2 seasons. We'll have our spring birds and our fall birds. That wraps up the animals. I do want to take you to in the front though, and I want to talk a little bit about my gardening plans. Over there is where I just tilled up that large garden plot. I cannot wait to see what I do with it over there. I'm going to be adding fencing in the next couple of weeks over there using landscape timbers and chicken wire. We have what once was called my cottage garden. However, now I think I'm going to be calling it the kids' garden because my kids are really interested to grow. So not only am I really excited to see what my own gardens do this year, I'm super excited to see what my kids' garden end up doing this year, or just basically what the kids themselves end up doing, what they end up learning and growing in. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for letting me talk to you about what I've been up to and the things that I plan on doing in the upcoming weeks. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Like I said, I've got great things coming in the upcoming weeks and I'd like to share that with y'all. I'll see y'all later.